These videos are filmed in the city of Toronto. We acknowledge that we are on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. Hello and welcome to Movement with Laurelle, hosted by Wild Wandering Creations. I'm Laurelle and I'll be leading you through your practice today. So for today, just get into something comfortable. We're going to start in a standing position so you can go ahead and make your way there. So go ahead, you can stand at the top of your mat, really press your feet into the earth, and we'll release our hands down beside us. You can close down the eyes here, begin to reach the crown of the head nice and tall. Feel that connection of the earth underneath your feet, feeling grounded down and supported. You can begin to become aware of the breath. Feel each inhale and each exhale as the breath enters and leaves the body. I'm taking a moment here in stillness to recognize that yoga is an ancient Eastern practice, most notably from India. I'm taking a moment to thank our South Asian ancestors who cultivated this practice for us to be able to partake in it. Feel that breath in the body holding you in stillness. Some nice strong legs. Feel yourself lengthen towards the sky. Our affirmation today is, my body begins and ends with self-love and appreciation. So allow yourself to be filled with love and allow it to guide you through your practice today. Waking up each morning, going to bed each evening with self-love and appreciation. Appreciating your experience on this earth. You can go ahead and begin to peel open those eyes. Inhale here to reach the arms up towards the sky. We'll grab a hold of that left wrist and gently pull it over towards that right side. Finding a nice little side body stretch here. Inhale here to reach all the way up. Grabbing a hold of that right wrist and pulling it over towards that left side body. Finding a nice little stretch here. A nice little release. And then inhale, we'll come all the way back up through standing. Reach up nice and tall. Maybe find a little baby back bend. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale here to find that length. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, find that nice flat back. And exhale to release. Last one here, find that length, hands on shins, and exhale, release those hands. We'll step that left foot back behind us and gently release that left knee down towards the earth. Untuck those toes here, hands come on top of that right knee, and we'll begin to find nice big circles with that right knee. Pressing the weight forward and back. Moving in one direction to start, and then slowly switching the direction and taking it the opposite way. Noticing how it feels in that hip, feeling each breath, each movement as you move here. One more here. And then really press into that front knee. Inhale here to reach the arms all the way up. Look up, draw the jawline back, fingertips spread nice and wide. And then exhale, draw that right arm back behind you, twist towards that right side. Inhale here to come all the way back through center. And then exhale, draw that left arm back, twist towards the left. Hold here for one breath. Let that inhale reach the crown of the head tall. And then as you exhale, you're going to release that left hand towards the back of the left thigh. Let it graze all the way down. And then spin open the heart, reach up, reach back with that right hand. Only going as far as feels good for that low back. We're here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Inhale to reach that left arm all the way up. Exhale, release those hands, frame that front foot, tuck those back toes, and we'll step the right foot back into plank, immediately releasing those knees towards the earth. Untuck those toes, begin to bend through the elbows, hugging the elbows in towards your ribs, coming all the way down towards the belly. You're going to take your forearms so that they're parallel with the front of the mat, taking one hand on top of the other. And we'll release our forehead towards the back of the hands. Begin to really press the arms into the earth. And as you inhale, begin to lift up through just the legs. Point through the toes. Lift, lift, lift. Seeing if you can lift a little higher. We're here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Gently release those legs down towards the earth. Take a nice deep breath here. And then we'll take the hands underneath the shoulders. Begin to press up through tabletop. And then we'll tuck those toes, lift up through the hips, find downward facing dog. And slowly begin to walk your feet in towards your hands, towards the top of the mat. Inhale here to find that length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find that nice flat back. Exhale, fold here. One more time. Inhale, find that length. And then exhale, release the hands. We'll step that right foot back behind us. And gently release that right knee down towards the earth. Untuck those toes as you take your hands towards that left knee. We'll find those nice big circles. First, taking that knee out towards the side. Rocking that weight forward and back. Really pressing into that front knee. Really getting in there. And then we'll move the opposite way. Finding your breath here. Allowing yourself to be fully present. Expressing gratitude for your body right now as you move and breathe. Press into that front knee. And then as you inhale, I want you to reach the arms all the way up towards the sky. Exhale here as you sweep that left arm back behind you. Open up those arms towards that left side. And then inhale, we'll sweep all the way up through center. Hold for a breath. And then exhale, we'll sweep that right arm all the way back. Open up through the heart. Press the right fingertips back. And then gently release that right hand down. Graze down that right thigh. Lift up through that left hand. Little baby back bend. We're holding here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Inhale to release that right arm up towards the sky. Reach up nice and tall. And then exhale. We'll release the hands. Frame that front foot. Tuck those back toes. Step back to plank. Release those knees down towards the earth. Bend through the elbows, coming all the way down towards our belly. Taking our forearms parallel towards the front of the mat. Hands stack on top of each other. Release that forehead. This time, I want you to draw awareness to the tops of the feet and really press the tops of the feet into the earth. On your next inhale, press the legs, press the feet. As you inhale, lift up the head and the arms. Lift the chest away from the earth. We're here for 3. Can you lift a little higher for 2? And for 1. Exhale. Slowly release all the way down. We're gonna take our hands underneath those shoulders, press up through tabletop, tuck those toes, lift up through those hips, downward facing dog. Maybe pedal out through the feet here, bending one knee and then the other, really exploring in your down dog before you find stillness. And then inhale here, find a deep lift through those heels, deep bend in the knees, look to the top of the mat, step, hop, or jump towards the top. Inhale to find that length, and exhale to fold forward. Inhale to reach the arms all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, draw the hands together at heart center, Samasthiti. Inhale to lift, and exhale to fold. Inhale to find that length, and exhale to release those hands, step that left foot back behind you. Deep bend in that front knee. Inhale here to reach the arms all the way up, high crescent. Seeing if you can lift that left heel away from the earth a little bit more and find a nice deep bend in that front knee. Inhale here to find that length, and then exhale to sweep that right arm back behind you, twist towards that right side. Inhale to sweep up through center, and then exhale, sweep that left arm back, twist towards the left side. Slowly begin to release that left hand down the back of the left thigh, reach that right arm up, lean back, find your balance here. We're here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Release that left hand up towards the sky, and then drop that back heel down. Spin open the heart towards that left side, finding warrior 2. Take a little peek at the feet, making sure that that front heel is directly in line with the arch of the back foot. Find a nice deep bend here. Gaze falls over the right fingertips. And we're gonna find a little movement here. Inhale to lift up through the hands, straighten through the front leg. Exhale to release everything down. Inhale to lift up. And exhale, take it down. Moving with breath, lift up. Exhale to release. Last one here, lift everything, straighten through that front leg, and exhale, soften into warrior 2. We'll flip that front palm and we'll reverse our warrior. Deep bend in the front knee. Gaze up to that right hand, gazing up to all your potential, and then slowly coming all the way back through warrior 2. Inhale here to straighten through that front leg. Begin to pivot those right toes so they face the same direction as the left. Release the hands on either sides of the hips. Reach the crown of the head nice and tall. Span through the heart. And then exhale, hinge from those hips. Fold forward. Release those hands. Head hangs heavy here. Release the head, neck, and shoulders. Muscles in the face relax. All weight in the hands fall away. Just find some stillness here. Listen to your breath. Find gratitude and appreciation for your body as it is right now. And press the fingertips into the earth as you inhale here and find some length. And then exhale, we'll fold forward. Slowly begin to walk your hands towards the back of the mat. Pivoting on the back foot, your hand should frame that left foot. Begin to step that left foot back behind you, coming into downward facing dog. Then inhale, we'll come forward. high plank. Lower those knees, bend through the elbows, lowering all the way down towards the belly. Press the hands into the earth, hug the elbows in towards your ribs, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale to lower everything down, tuck through those toes, push through tabletop, lift up the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale here to lift high through the heels, deep bend in the knees, look to the back of the mat, step, hop, or jump towards the hands. Inhale to find that length, and exhale, fold. Inhale to reach the arms all the way up, and exhale, dive forward. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, release those hands. Let's step that right foot back behind us. Find the feet first, and then inhale, lift all the way up, high crescent. Soften the shoulders down the back. Fingertips spread nice and wide. Lift high on the inhale. And then exhale, sweep that left arm back behind you. Open up the arms towards that right side. And then inhale, sweep everything back through center. Exhale, sweep all the way back. Spin open towards that left side. Open the arms nice and wide. Slowly release that right hand to the back of the right thigh. Lift up through that left hand. Lean back. We're here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Slowly release that right hand back up towards the sky. Exhale, drop that back heel down. Open up, warrior 2. Checking on the feet, making sure that they're in line. Seeing if you can open up that left knee a little bit more, and we'll find a little movement. Inhale here to lift everything up, and exhale, soften everything down. Inhale to lift, exhale to release. Moving with breath here, maybe you even close down the eyes. Just let that breath guide each movement. Let's do 2 more here. Exhale, soften. 1 more. And then exhale, we'll release down, warrior 2. Flip that front palm, reverse your warrior. Gazing up towards that left hand. We're breathing here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Slowly coming all the way back through warrior 2. Begin to straighten through that front leg. Pivot those toes so they face the same direction as the right. Release those hands to either sides of those hips. Lift up through the chest, and exhale, hinge from those hips, fold forward. Nice, straight spine, releasing the head towards the earth. Begin to place that left hand towards the center of the mat, and then as you inhale, allow your right arm to fall up towards the sky, finding a nice deep twist here. If this doesn't feel good in your shoulder, you can release the palm towards the base of your spine, just spinning open that shoulder. Finding your breath here, finding that length. We're here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Exhale, release that right hand. Replace that left hand with the right, and then inhale, lift all the way up through that left hand, straightening through those fingertips, gazing up towards the sky. Option, of course, to release your hand towards the base of the spine, spin open the heart. We're here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Exhale, slowly release the hands down towards the earth. Inhale here to find that nice flat back. And exhale, fold forward. And slowly begin to walk your hands towards the front of the mat. Deep bend in that front knee, frame that front foot, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale here, come forward, high plank. Lower those knees down towards the earth. Exhale, bend through the elbows, coming all the way down towards the belly. Hug the elbows in towards the ribs as you press the floor away, finding baby cobra. Exhale to release. Tuck those toes, press into tabletop, lift up through those hips, downward facing dog. And let's lower those knees down towards the earth. We'll take the knees nice and wide, big toes touch, and we'll begin to release the arms forward. Releasing the forehead down towards the earth, softening the whole body. Seat drops down towards the heels. Allow yourself to go inward. Allow the mind to quiet. Directing the breath into the pelvis and along the spine. We're here for 3 deep breaths. Find the breath and let it hold you in this space. 1 more deep breath here. And then as you inhale, lift all the way back up. Take the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale here to lift up through that right arm, reach up. And then exhale, we'll sweep our right arm underneath the left, just hovering off the earth. And then inhale, we'll take it back up. Exhale, take that arm underneath, just hovering just an inch. And then inhale, lift up. Exhale here, sweep that arm underneath the left. This time come all the way down towards the earth. You can take your right shoulder down and your right ear down. We'll tend through those left fingertips, press into the earth, spin open the heart, and just allow yourself to find some stillness. You can close down the eyes here. Take a moment to just breathe. Noticing if your thoughts have started to wander and seeing if you can gently pull it back to the here and now. 1 more deep breath here. And then press your hand into the earth. Lift up through that right arm. Reach towards the sky. Fingertips spread nice and wide. And then exhale, we'll release that right hand down towards the earth. We'll wiggle out those hips, release the spine, and then we'll ground down through that right hand. Inhale here to lift high through the left hand. Exhale, sweep that left hand underneath the right, just hovering off the earth. Inhale to lift back up. And exhale to sweep it under. Inhale to lift high once more. And then exhale, soften that arm underneath the right. Left shoulder comes down, left ear comes down. Begin to tend through those right fingertips. Press through the earth. Spin open the heart. Lifting the hips nice and high. We're breathing here for 3. For 2. And for 1. Exhale, release that right hand down. Inhale, lift the left arm all the way up towards the sky. And then exhale, we'll release that hand all the way down towards the earth. Hands come underneath the shoulders. We'll move through a few cat-cow just to release that spine. Inhale here to lift up through the chest. And exhale to round. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tuck everything in. 2 more just like that. Find that connection with breath. Maybe even close down the eyes. And then inhale. Exhale, find that nice neutral spine. Wiggle out those hips. Now a few more times. Release that spine. And then we'll slowly draw our knees back behind us.
And pushing our body forward, coming into a supported plank. Can untuck those toes, bend through the elbows, hug the ribs into the body, and slowly lower yourself onto your belly. I'm going to take your hands so that they stack on top of each other. Forearms are parallel with the front of the mat. You're slowly going to release your forehead towards the backs of the hands. And this time as we inhale, we're going to lift the upper body and the lower body. So feel the breath settle in. And then your next inhale, begin to lift away from the earth, lift up through the legs, lift up through the arms. We're here for 5. Seeing if you can lift up a little higher for 4. Point those toes for 3. You've got this. 2 and 1. Exhale, release the whole body down towards the earth. You can wiggle those hips from side to side, releasing the body. And then slowly settle into some stillness here. Going to try to keep the body the way that it is, and you're just going to move that left leg. You're slowly going to hike that left leg up towards that left side, finding a 90-degree angle with that knee. You want your left toes to point out towards the side, and then you're just going to keep your forehead resting on the backs of the hands, just feeling that nice opening in that left hip. Find that breath here. Settle into your body. Finding gratitude and appreciation for your body as it is right now. One more deep breath here. Settle into the shape. And then slowly draw that left leg back behind you. Switching sides, you'll inhale and lift that right leg up towards the right side, finding that 90-degree angle with that right knee, toes face out towards the right side. Take a moment here to settle in. Notice how it feels on this side compared to the first. And just let yourself be still. And just let yourself breathe here. One more deep breath here. And you're going to begin to lift your forehead away from the earth. You're going to press your right hand into the earth just enough so that you can slide your left arm underneath the right. And then you're just going to push your way onto your back. Right arm comes out towards the side, coming into a nice supine twist. That left hand can release on top of the right, and your gaze can fall over towards the right side. Allow yourself to settle in, seeing if you can relax that right shoulder a little bit further into the earth. And then inhale, we'll come back through center, rolling onto our back side, and we'll just hug that left knee in towards our chest. Slowly guiding it over towards the right side. Left arm can come out nice and wide, opening up the heart, expanding through the chest, and you can drop your gaze over towards the left. Noticing the difference in sides. Let your body settle here for a moment. And then inhale, slowly come back through center. You can hug both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice little rock from side to side, massaging that low back. And then when you feel ready, you can slowly find your way into Shavasana. Extending the legs out nice and long, taking up as much space as you can here. Arms release out alongside the body. Palms can face up. And slowly begin to settle in here. Notice any points that aren't yet comfortable and tend to them. beginning to draw awareness to the breath, the inhales and the exhales. Softening the shoulders into the earth a little deeper with each exhale. Now, you have the option to stay here as long as you want. You can press pause on the video and just be still here for as long as feels good for you. And if you're ready to move, you can slowly begin to draw the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice little squeeze, and then roll your body onto your right side. Using that right arm as a little cushion and just pausing there for a moment. And then slowly making your way into a comfortable seat. You can keep the gaze soft here or the eyes closed, whatever feels good for you. Tuck that chin in towards your chest. Inhale here to reach the arms up towards the sky, palms press in towards each other. And take a moment to come back to that affirmation. My day begins and ends with self-love and appreciation. And thank yourself for showing up, for doing something just for you. And with gratitude for our practice and with gratitude for our community, thank you so much for sharing your space with me today. If you liked this video, let me know in the comment section below. Give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the mat next week. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. Thank you so much for your support.